Okay, Kermit Weeks here, Fantasy of Flight, and I am pulling into the ZEPHYR Hills Airport, I'm here to go to ZEPHYR Aircraft Engines, and I've got a crankshaft and an O200 engine in the back there for my L-4, Piper L-4 project we're trying to put on floats. I used to fly with a 65 horse engine. And it needs a bigger engine with floats. You can pump up a 85 horse Continental with a O200 crankshaft and different pistons and stuff. And anyway, so I'm going to drop off the engine and the crankshaft. I've never been to the shop. I have not been to this airport in a very long time. Last time I was here, I bought a Lodestar here a very long time ago, and I should have kept it. I don't know what I was thinking, but I ended up passing it on. It was too much work when I was still in Miami. There's a couple old airplanes, C-47 and what a Mohawk or whatever that thing is, past my era of interest. Anyway, I'm not exactly sure where this is. Museum of Military History. Well, they probably do more people than Fantasy of Flight. All right, gotta make a left up here on Airport Road. Anyway, so you can't get O200 cranks, okay? And basically,
turn left onto Airport Road, then turn left onto the avenue.
They quit making them when the COVID thing hit. You can't get them. And I was dealing with some people over in England, and I ended up shipping over a crankshaft, and I bought a complete engine. So I'm hoping these are going to work. Aircraft engines, okay. So anyway, so Herman is somebody I've been dealing with. He does all the engines for the seaplane base, Jack Brown seaplane base. So this is where
at ZEPHYR
I'm
Aircraft
at.
Engines Incorporated.
Okay.
Arrived.
Thank you. Let's see what we got here. I am in the Fantasy of Flight marketing van. Check that out, okay? We don't use this anymore. Anyway, God, I spent so much money on marketing, did nothing. It was a total waste of money. Let's see what we can find in here. This looks like an engine shop. What's happening?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Kermit, is Herman around?
Yeah, I think he's in the inspection room.
All right, we'll check.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't shake your hand.
Oh, no sweat. Oh, that's a nice little bug right there. Okay, I've never been to this. What's happening?
Hey, Kermit.
What's going on? This is the inspection room, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool, huh?
So what are the?
This is an 0470R.
Okay.
All this stuff has gotten rejected.
Oh my gosh. So that looks kind of like an O200 crank. Maybe that one there, maybe?
No, that's a 0320.
Oh, okay. So the O200 is smaller.
Yeah, 0200 shaft is like this one.
Okay. Well, anyway, so I've got the crank in the car and an engine. We can look at the crank first to make sure. And apparently it was NDT'd. So.
Do they have any kind of paperwork for that?
No, I don't think so. But it's probably have to redo it again, I'm sure.
Yeah. If If it don't have any paperwork, we'll need to send it out and get it magged.
Oh, yeah.
Dimensional check. I can do dimensional check.
Yeah,
here,
okay.
But when we do that real quick,
Right.
and if it passes that, we'll send it out and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then if it fails that, then you got your 0200. We can take it apart
Right.
for the
Well,
crank.
you know, and we can look. I mean, if you got room, I just soon leave the 0200 here because I have no interest in the engine. So if for some reason, you know,
Well, that's your 85 right over yonder.
oh really? Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. Boy, that doesn't look like okay.
It ain't much, and your case is in the back, but the case has already been done.
Okay,
Your case has been done.
right. And so that's the bad crank right
Yeah,
there.
That's an 85 crank, and you want to do the stroker crank.
Right, exactly. Which is what? Is it just more
Well, what it is,
compression?
you use an 0200 crank, 0200 rods,
Okay.
and 0200 cylinders, and 0200 pistons.
I see. Okay.
And I've done a couple for some guys, and supposedly it don't raise the horsepower,
Okay.
but it does.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And
Yeah.
if you really wanted a little of a something, but I don't know where to get the FCC, I got a set of roller rocker arms for an 0200.
Huh.
Roller tips. They gave to me the guys out in Reno in that little planes they race.
But what does that do? Well, we just need the standard, whatever the thing
I
is.
was just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we can always turbocharge it too,
Be like the glass air I built that's turboed and intercooled.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Well, you certainly have a cranky job. Unreal.
Yeah.
All
Your
right.
boy
Well,
brought,
we'll have to
that's the oil
compare.
pump that your boy is cleaned and redone. And painted.
Oh, awesome.
And I was going to paint this whole thing when I started on it and get everything cleaned up. I was going to paint everything black. The original Continentals were black.
Yeah, okay. Good.
Now, we were going to put new superior cylinders on this, I think you wanted.
Okay. Whatever we're going to do to make it the best it can be and
'cause
safe.
For the FTC to convert this, I got to get a hold of Aircraft Specialty. They got the FTC.
Okay.
And I'll get a set of rods from them, and I'll get the cylinders in the FTC paperwork.
Okay.
The only thing you're going to need to send me is going to be the N number of the airplane.
Yeah,
I
okay.
got to get that to them.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
All right. So it's going to take at least one person to get the crank out. You want to go? We want to go grab that and take a look at
Yeah,
it. Make sure it's the right crank.
Yeah.
And then.
I can tell real quick if it's an 0200.
Yeah. Okay. I can't.
I'll tell you how.
And then I can get a little tour of the shop.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't even know you guys were up here.
Huh?
I didn't know you guys were even up here.
Well, shit.
I've never been here.
Yeah, you had. The first time I met you was when you bought the old Lockheed out here.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the Lodestar.
Yeah, the Lodestar. Yeah.
God, that was
You took
35, 40.
You
that
took
was
me and
40
Richard out to
years
lunch that day.
Oh my gosh. Well, you got a better memory than I do. I remember the airplane. I remember coming here, but oh my gosh. It's right over here. Yeah, this was our marketing van. Yeah, so there's the crank.
Oh man, that's a complete.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's off of. Some kind of Spam can.
That's
Yeah.
a Rolls-Royce engine.
That's a what?
Yeah. Valve covers.
What do you mean a Rolls-Royce engine?
Rolls-Royce had the license to build 0200s.
You're kidding me.
No.
So is this worth anything? To anybody?
Well, the parts.
I mean, it won't fit in a Mustang or a Spitfire.
Well, the Rolls-Royce had, like I said, had the license to build it. And there's a separate thing on Rolls-Royce's 0200 engines.
Huh.
Yeah. The parts are all the same.
Okay.
But the legalities of it, being licensed by them, and you know all about the legalities.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
So does Rolls-Royce make the parts, or does Continental make the parts?
Not anymore. No one makes all this. In
Okay.
fact, though, Continental did supposedly start, what's it, next month? Going to be releasing 0200 cranks again.
Oh my gosh, what have we waited 4 years
Yeah.
for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Let's undo that and see if that's a.
Let's just say first, 0200 crank. And how you tell is on the plan if it has a hole in it.
Okay.
That tells you it's been nitrated. And
Nitrated for
Right.
what purposes? Oh,
hardening-
just.
hardening.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's just so little compared to.
Yeah, see that hole?
Oh, okay.
That tells you it's an 0200 crank.
Oh, okay.
We'll measure it real quick.
Yeah.
See what we got. Because if it's been NDT for Magnaflux at least, that will tell you, okay, it's at least not cracked. Let's go take it in there.
Yeah. Okay. Now I can shake your hand.
Yes.
What's happening? All right.
That 0200 he got in there today?
Yeah.
Rolls-Royce.
Yeah.
I'll be
He
done.
didn't know that they had a license to make 0200s.
Well, I couldn't get a crank anywhere, and so I had a shipment coming over from England, and so I bought this crank, which apparently has been NDT'd, and a complete engine, but I don't even know what the engine's off of. Some British thing.
They must have had this in an 85 at one time.
Really?
See that gear?
Yeah.
Or they had it in a C90.
Huh.
Because an 0200 don't take that gear.
Oh, really? So I got what I need then.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Let me grab my mic and
All right. Well, that's pretty small compared to that thing. God dang. Oh my gosh. So that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's still 4. It's just a longer crank. Anyway, doesn't look like much, does it? So we're just checking to make sure it hadn't been ground down too much.
Yeah. It's already M10. No, wait, 872, 872. That's the minimum standard.
Okay. So if it was any thinner, then you'd have to chuck it.
Yeah, and what I'd want to do, see on the back side of this flange, you
Yeah.
can kind of feel how pitted it is.
Yeah.
That paint, I guarantee when I strip all that paint off of it, it's gonna be rust pitted.
Oh, really? Okay.
So what I'd probably want to do is send this out to like Rick Romans, who we use, let them replace this,
Okay.
recalculate it.
Okay.
That way it'll look like new again.
Oh, yeah, yeah, great. Whatever, just to make it safe and
Yeah.
what we want to do.
This, yeah.
Yo, I've gotten the shaft before, but this is a cranky one.
Okay, the mains are standard.
You mean so it hasn't? This is
They haven't turned it yet, no.
Oh, really?
It hasn't
Okay.
been turned. Okay, now the rod, which is the minimum 1.936, I'm getting 1.935, so the rods are worn. Even though they're still into the service limit as
okay.
1.934.
Right. Okay. Okay. Super.
So that would be service.
So then you just have to basically increase the thing on the rods?
Well, no, you still use standard rod bearings, but I might suggest go ahead and at least turn the rod to 10 if you're in the low-end service like that,
Yeah.
because usually you get about 500 hours out of it and it starts petering out.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I found you a brand new cam for that engine
Okay.
because they don't make them anymore.
Hmm.
Because what wears on them is this is your new cam. Well, I'll keep it here. I'll show you what wears on these. That's a brand new 85 cam.
Wow.
And what happened, this main and this main wears drastically.
Okay.
All right. And that's where people don't realize there is, you know, the crankcase is what this rides in. There is no bearing insert for it.
Really, huh?
You know, it rides
Really?
in the case.
Huh.
So you get the case.
So is the case just cast, or so there's no bronze bushing or
yeah.
anything?
Here, let me run your case. See, Kermit, right here, this is where your cam rides.
Okay.
That's where it rides. And see, it rides on the case.
I'll be darned. I can't believe they wouldn't put like a bronze bushing in there.
No.
Like, oh, that's not even bronze.
No. This is just all aluminum.
I'll be darned. So this is just like anodized right here
Yeah, it's
to make
been
it.
CAD anodized.
Yeah.
The only thing gets inserted for the crank.
Wow, that's interesting.
You know.
Huh.
And there's your cap that's going here, you know.
Well,
But
cool.
this right here is this one and this one's very critical. This one can be a little looser. But if these two are warm, and they give you a new limit, they do not give you a service limit. That's why Aircraft Specialties has approval actually on an older cams that have these warm, but the lobes are still good. They'll go in there and chrome these back.
So you just increase them.
Yeah, and make them back into standard.
Huh.
But if you got lobes that are no good and all pitted out,
So,
you know.
so how much does it wear, and then how much do they chrome it back?
Well,
or do they actually grind it down before they chrome it again?
well, they'll
or-
chrome, make sure it's round, then they will chrome it, then grind the chrome
I
back
see,
down
okay.
to the side.
I can-
Just like they're doing
Yeah.
on some of the radios on the spline
Right.
shafts, you know how they chrome
Yeah.
them and make them where you can use them again.
But if I mean, you know, would it help structurally as long as
If they had an insert bearing in there?
No, or if it was, if this got a little bigger because of the chrome, and then they bored out the case a little bit, you can't do that.
No.
Okay.
The case is a set dimension.
And you can't build the case back. Theoretically, you could put a bushing in there, but
Well, no, I have seen where Divco has taken some of these that are real scored up.
yeah.
You know, you run metal through the engine and
Right.
it scores these. They'll go in there and actually weld that back up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They'll
because-
weld
yeah,
it back up.
with aluminum. Yeah.
Yeah, bolt
So-
it back together and do a line bore to it.
What's this, like 6061 or?
I have no. You got to remember, this is what year is this cast? This was cast in 1947.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Huh.
older than you are.
It is. It is. Just say.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Well, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah. So that's exciting that you've already started doing some stuff. on
Well,
it.
once I get you crank back and get the stuff, and if I have everything laying here, I can build the engine in a day.
Oh wow.
Then
Awesome.
Yeah, the only thing we got to decide too is you want slick magnetos on it, or do you want to go Bendix mags?
What did it originally? Well, of course.
It
this is-
originally had Bendix mags.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you tell me.
Uh,
I mean, can you see them because the engine sticks out of the cowling? Is that something that you see? I mean, just what, you know, whatever's.
Well, what you would see is in reliability.
Yeah,
I
okay,
think.
well, we'll go with reliable.
I think,
I mean, the airplane's not, technically it's not an L-4. It's an L-4 that was a, you know, just a normal little Piper Cub type thing.
Okay.
Somebody changed the fuselage, I think. So it's
I would probably do the Bendix.
yeah, okay.
Okay, kind of keep it all original.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And now, this had a Stromberg carburetor on it.
Okay.
Do you want that, or do you want a Marvel that you can actually control the mixture to?
Well, it hasn't got, well, it's normal. There's a mixture control in the airplane, isn't there?
I don't know. I didn't take
Oh,
the
I
engine out.
have to look at it. I'll go look at it. Man, I'll be darned. I don't know. I never thought
Yeah,
about
because
that.
a
But I think that-
lot of the old Strombergs, you know, they had a thing for the mixture down there, but was never, it was
Oh.
always wired to full
okay,
grid.
well, I'll go back and look at the airplane now. We'll
Because,
check
you
it
know,
out.
all this was always hand prop deal.
Yeah, right.
Because this is what this is, a hand prop. You have no alternator, no
Right.
starter.
Right. Yeah, no, we're still going to hand prop it. Huh. Okay. Cool. So, is there any interest in pulling this engine here, or do you just
Well,
want?
if you want to drop it off and just leave it here, and
Well, yeah. I mean,
and,
my thing is I have no use for that. That's not in my area of interest. So, if there's any way that you can find somebody that would have an interest outside of that, but maybe I keep the crank, just sell the parts. Does that make any sense, or?
you may better sell it to somebody that is building a home built and not worrying about being a Rolls-Royce engine.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a problem being a Rolls-Royce engine.
Yeah, because everything's got to be certificated.
I see. I
You know.
see. I see. Okay, so it's a liability, not an asset.
Yeah. Now, if you take it apart and check all the parts out and they meet the spec,
Yeah, right.
you know.
Well, that's where I was going because if I kept the crank as a spare, but now you're telling me they're going to start building them brand new again. So.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
All right.
it's one of these hurry up and wait deals.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's 6 of one, half dozen the other. Personally, I would just check that crank out, get that done. We'll use it, put it in, get you
This
into the-
crank?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
get you going.
So maybe we just leave the engine over there for the time being.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that works. I
And,
mean,
and I'll keep my ears and
Yeah.
open for people looking for a
well,
200.
the fact that you've already mic'd this and this looks reasonably well that can
Yeah.
be fixed,
Yeah.
it just makes sense. And I'll take the other engine back and we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Now that makes a better arrangement, I think.
Okay. All right. How about a quick shop
Sure,
tour?
sure. Well, this is where we put them all together.
Okay.
Right now we got a bunch of Continentals in here.
Yeah.
That's an IO 470.
Wow.
Out of 310. I'm waiting on parts. And
Boy,
brand new Superior cylinders coming on it.
pistons look great. Oh, brand new Superior
Yeah.
cylinders. So why did Continental doesn't make these engines anymore?
Well, that's the Superior cylinder is probably about $400 cheaper.
Wow. And they've got them type certified.
Yeah. Like I said, these are a pair out of 310. And this one over here that I've been working on is a TSIO 550X.
I have no idea what that is.
That is an experimental from Continental.
Huh.
Actually, it was from Continental in, who was it? Out in California in that shop. They went in cahoots and built a couple of these.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all past my era of interest.
And that's going to be another.
Oh, now that's my era of interest right there. At Lindbergh with
Yeah.
a Lockheed Cirrus
Yeah, these are all from
Ford Tri-Motor. Cool. Awesome.
That's our.
Parts room,
Yeah.
nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is nothing.
How long's the shop been here?
Well, I've been in this building 50 years.
Oh my gosh. Were you born here?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm 70 this year, so.
Oh my God, man, you're behind me. I'm 71. Oh my gosh.
Still in the shop.
Oh wow, this is awesome.
And do all the rods and counterweights and stuff.
So obviously boring something there.
Cutting the exhaust faces.
Huh. Just a mill. Okay, now that's interesting. That don't know what that is.
For doing connecting rods.
Okay.
The bottom end of the resizing them here. Like them
Okay.
new again. Yeah.
Wow. At some point, I want to have my own engine shop. We'll see.
And this is a total mark. This does the upper portion of the connecting rod bushings.
Huh. For where the hooks to the piston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bronze bushing inside them.
Cool. Well, that's pretty.
Gold.
It is.
This is a center home where we can ring finish them or bore them out, oversized.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I have a giant, I don't know if you've been to my shop, I have a giant one of these.
You got an old Barnes, don't
Yeah,
you?
I got it from Sam Poole. He was down at Sebring.
Well, we used to have a Barnes here years and years ago.
Yeah.
And Bob bought that from Airdex when they went out of business.
Huh.
And, you know, it took a big crane just to get it in here.
Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. That's pretty cool. So this thing goes in there and goes up and down,
and
puts a, it spins around, but it goes up.
It goes up and down all the time.
And it gives a, see the little
crosshatch.
crosshatch pattern right there. You can see right there. And what it does is the little scratches in there hold the oil, so it gives it, something that'll.
A lot of people don't realize that that's very critical, that crosshatch
Oh,
in there.
I'm sure. So what determines the angle of the crosshatch, which is obviously how fast it goes up and down?
Well, yeah, you
RPM.
can control the crosshatch by,
Right.
turning a couple knobs in there and stuff. But they actually give you in the overhaul manuals what crosshatch degree pattern they like to see.
And so what determines whether it's, more this way or more just if it was
It's got to be a
around?
circular going like this.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
You don't want it like this.
Right.
Remember the old buddy balls you put in the drill up in the cylinder a couple times? They used to be.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, okay, but it's a little, what we used to call buddy balls, lead, like little red balls on a string.
Oh, yeah.
We used to call them buddy balls, and you'd go like that, and you'd get some crosshatch. It was enough to maybe break in a set of rings for something small.
Right, okay. Yeah.
But this is much better.
Oh, me darn, that's pretty cool. So this obviously is fixed.
Mm-hmm.
This is adjustable.
Yeah, so you can move
Right.
it like this.
Oh, but it is semi-flexible,
Yeah.
so it's not like
it'll find its center going up and down.
right. So you're not having to try to get this within a thousandth
and when
or
you
something.
get down, like a Lycoming and Continental choke is different
Huh.
because the barrel chokes down, gets tighter as you go down. And
Right. Okay.
and you can actually sit down and what they call dwell the bottom, make the bottom bigger to take out choke. But then if you want to put more choke in, you watch how much up and down you do to get your choke
Right.
back.
And you just keep checking it with a
You measure it.
micrometer or whatever. Huh. So I mean, it looks to me like the angle of the crosshatch is like maybe about 20 degrees or something.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
about 20, 25, something like
Yeah,
that.
that is fascinating. And so when the piston goes up and down and the oil is in there, then obviously as the piston goes up and down, the oil is, you're not really, what you're trying to do is probably bring oil from inside the crankcase up more into the top.
Yeah, to
where
lubricate the rings.
Right, where the combustion's going
Right.
on.
You remember the old channel chrome cylinders?
No, I'm not an engine guy.
Well, it's probably on a lot of the old airplanes, especially your old radials that you
Yeah.
probably got channel chrome cylinders on.
Huh.
And if you ever looked at a channel chrome, it looked like an eggshell that's been all broken apart. And if you look at it, And if they're good chrome, you'd start and look at all the lines going around, and they'd all connect. When you got one that didn't connect, that was a bad chrome job.
Oh,
That would
okay.
not let the oil flow in and out.
Huh.
It would stay there.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, because you want it to move.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's when you start
Yeah.
pumping oil on the old chrome.
yeah, there you go. And that's what you're talking about down there, a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can't really. I don't know. It's pretty oily down there, but that little thing looks like a
This is
Christmas
nasty
tree.
machine to be, because the oil, this is a fish-based oil.
Huh?
Yeah.
Really?
It's very expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
When you say fish-based oil,
Yeah.
how do they?
It's like lard from pigs and fish oil mixed together.
Really?
That's why it smells funny something.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Huh? Fascinating. Well, that's pretty cool. Man,
And
things we need to do over here.
these are all just cylinder cores and stuff.
Right.
This is a repair cylinder job for a guy.
So this is just anodized here,
These are anodized.
and you
yeah.
guys like have a tank where you do that, or you just
No, like I
spray
said,
it?
these are repair. If we don't anodize here, if it's an overhaul cylinder we're doing here, it gets zinc chromated and painted gold.
okay?
And sometimes we'll paint the barrels black, like if the owner wants them painted black.
Right.
Like I said, this set is a repair.
Yeah.
Somebody just,
Huh.
these are off of the 550 Continental.
Cool. You guys do Lycomings too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Well, right now it seems like we're in a rash of Continentals.
Huh.
So.
All right.
And where you caught me at, in this
You got the cranky job.
yeah, well, we used to do Magnaflux here, and the machine's still certified, not with the one certified to do all the mag, but
Oh yeah.
he decided he didn't want the liability anymore, so we farm all that out.
Huh.
Because I used to have to get recertified every few years, and he didn't want us to do that. So let's just do the liability, because once you're gone, they ain't got no one else here.
Wow.
It takes a while to get a level 2 NDT.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. So how does the Magnaflux actually work? Is he just looking for cracks?
Yeah, you set up a part in here,
Right.
and you energize it.
Right. And then you put some kind of fluid in
Fluid,
there, and
yeah.
it basically
It's-
glows or something?
Yeah, it's a magnetic fluid. It's a carrier, what they call a carrier tube, and then you add the powder to it, and it's when it looks at it, like you can see right here, and this is some cracks that I've found over the years, like that
Huh.
gear tooth. There's another connecting rod cap crack. This right here is an 0200 crank that a guy from Switzerland had a nose over on his cub. He had a wooden prop. Busted the prop next
Yeah.
to it. He didn't think nothing of it. And he called up here. I said, you know, Max, you really should take that engine apart.
yeah.
Well, I had a wooden prop. And he was a Swiss Air captain. And I said, Max, you need to take it apart. So he brought it over here on the trip. I took it apart and shot that. He about died.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Did you ever know Bud Walker? He had a pits. He used to do aerobatics.
Not
He did
really
some of
ringing a
them.
bell. It's been a long time.
He, Bob Hiley, you know Bob Hiley over from Lakeland?
Yeah, it's been a long time. The aerobatic crowd's
Yeah.
behind me now.
Well-
Most of them are gone.
He was flying it, and they started developing an oil leak in the nose. And they thought it was a nose seal. I said, well, change it, guys, you know. So they changed it and still leak. I said, well, bring here, I'll change it. So I changed it. Still leak. I go, something's not right here. I said, Bud, let's pull the prop and take the engine. Because you're high time anyway, and we were
Yeah.
monitoring, Bud. So I took the engine apart, magged it that night with a crack going in, out, and around the flange like this.
my
It was just about that much from coming apart.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I just recently went to the dentist and I had one of my teeth magnafluxed, and he found that there was a crack in there, so I have to go back for a crown. So. All right, cool. And then what do you got back here? Just parts and
This is clean up the dirty room,
Yeah, okay.
you know, things apart.
Get all the oil out, blasting stuff, cleaning stuff.
Yeah, it's time consuming.
Yeah, we got a bunch of these. Y'all got little ones because you're working on little parts.
Yeah, well, I need to come over and see your restore facility.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So we do a
all
little
the
spraying,
out back here.
painting, okay. Golly molly.
Then you want to go play around the golf, you can.
So there's a golf course, oh, but it's off the airport.
Yeah, well,
I'll be
there's
darned.
one of the tees right there.
I'll be darned. Plus it leaves an extra place, you know, if if the engine quits and you can't make the runway, you just land on the third fairway.
Well, I could tell you some stories, but I don't want everybody to know what we used to do.
That's a cute looking thing. That's a little heater off of.
Yeah, when the cold weather,
Okay.
we got people that, geez, it's below 70
Wow.
degrees, I'm freezing.
Yeah.
And out here, everything on the cart's been torn apart.
Oh my gosh. And each one's like for a different engine
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
So how do you, has it got its own little, like, oh, I see, it's got it right
yeah,
there.
it's got its own little work order
Yeah,
and all.
yeah, okay.
With it.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's cool. Super duper.
And that's another one getting ready to come apart.
Cool. Is that a 200 or 180?
That's a 180 horse there.
180 horse. Man. Oh yeah. The 200's got the flatter.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all just did mine.
Yeah, yeah. Let the motors come apart. Some waiting to get picked up.
Yeah, that looks like a 0200 right there.
Yeah, that's a 200 horse right there.
Yeah, or 200 horse, I mean, not 0200.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
an 0200.
Yeah. Yeah. I had the 200 right. Airboat. Cool. Awesome.
This is experimental I built for a guy
Oh my
out in
gosh.
California.
What is the orange for?
He wanted it orange.
Oh my gosh.
This is the second one I've done in orange. The first one I did for a guy that had a bear hawk out down in Tampa.
What is a bear hawk?
Kind of like looks like an overgrown cub.
Huh. Cool.
You want to meet the office personnel?
Oh yeah, okay.
Heather's the one that you probably talked to on the phone or.
So, well, not really. I've only really talked to you. So how you connected with this that you do your own stuff?
Well, Jay, he bought me out, so he let me
What's
do what
happening?
I want to do.
Yeah, awesome.
He's the owner now.
Oh, awesome. Good
And
for
that's
you.
it. That's Heather, the secretary.
Hi.
What's happening? SE5, that's right down my alley, but that's got the wrong motor in it.
Well, it's an Amazon special, so you know it ain't gonna be period correct.
Yeah, we'll go super. Yeah, super. Yeah, you guys ever been down to Fantasy Flight?
I've never been down there, Kermit.
Oh, you know, I only needed one more person to keep my door open. I remember. Thank you. All right, well, super. We'll at least get Herman down there and show him what's, because you've never been in through the shop and stuff, so.
No,
All right.
I've been to the hangar and
Yeah.
been through there a couple of times with my kid and grandkid and stuff like that. But
Oh, yeah.
I've never been out to
Yeah.
the
Okay.
restore facility.
Super. All right, man. Well, good deal. I just go out the back way I came in?
Yeah, and the 0200 he's got, LJ, Rolls-Royce 0200.
Really?
Yeah.
If it's worth something, let me know, because I don't have a use for it. I just needed the
You don't
crank.
see many of them anymore.
Oh my gosh. Well, maybe we put a little home built, put it in a scaled down Spitfire or something.
Sun Fun's coming up. I guarantee you put it out there in flyer market someday to buy it.
Okay, we'll do that.
I don't know what you gave for it, but you can probably double
Yeah.
your
Well,
money.
I got to figure out what I got in it first
Yeah.
of all.
Yeah.
I already had a container coming back anyway, so it didn't really cost for anything to ship it here.
Yeah.
So-
I don't know what you paid for it or the
Yeah.
crank. I know the cranks are worth some bucks.
Yeah, exactly, because you can't get them. But if they can start making them again, then
Yeah.
you know.
Well, like I said, I heard the other day they're supposed to release some.
Jesse's saying they're freeing up pretty decent.
Yeah.
The O200s. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay. Good.
Well, I'm gonna send his out and see if it.
And I don't think it's got anything to do with, hey, we don't want to support O200s no more.
Right.
I think it's just their casting foundries and their issues.
Yeah,
that they've had,
yeah,
so.
yeah, because the whole COVID thing
Right.
or whatever. So.
Yeah.
All right, well, good deal.
Okay,
Super,
Kermit.
man, good. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Go back this way, or can I
Yeah,
get
you
out
can
that
go
way? All right. Super duper.
Come to the meeting next time.
Sounds good. We'll see you guys. Okay. Kermit Weeks over and out.
I like your videos.
Hey, good. Appreciate it. Hang in there. All right. So we are set with a crankshaft. Herman's going to put that engine together. We'll make sure it comes out okay with the NDT test and all that stuff. And we're out of here. Check that out. Marketing van. I got a guy coming in with an ultralight. Pretty cool. Anyway, Kermit Weeks over and out. Okay, here comes Ken with a forklift. I got a call from Herman, a text, driving back, and he says I need to get him the data plate off of this thing. He says actually the crankshaft that was NDT'd and stuff is actually a Rolls-Royce crank, and he called somebody to make sure we could use it, and he said yes, and apparently they did something to where you can get more of the, you know, use the parts on an STT airplane or something. I'm not all that familiar with it. So anyway, so we got to get it out. I need a picture of the data plate, but it's on the top of the motor. So down a little bit, a couple inches, a little more maybe. Okay.
So he needs a data plate.
Yeah. So if you, so if y'all could,
Just roll it this way because the data plate's going to be right on the side of the case.
okay. Trying to get it without a shadow.
Yeah, he needs the numbers.
Oh, it's upside down too. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. All right. Super. That's good, Ken. Cool. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna take a peek at the L-4 here. We've been working on this thing. Kim Kovac recovered it. We'd been flying up, but the fabric got bad. And, you know, basically, D7 wing, our old fighter town simulators. Anyway, so we could, and then, but we got to put a bigger engine in it because it's on floats, and you couldn't get a crankshaft. The COVID thing hit, and it's our B-24, went through the nose went right through the wall there. It was pretty cool. So, you know, it's all nice, redone, but it needs a different motor, and you couldn't get a crankshaft. They quit making them. I think they're going to start making them here, maybe this year or something. So it was all redone, everything was ready to rock. This, you know, everybody complains about, well, Kermit, you're not getting any projects done. Well, this is one that we had no control over. Okay, so there's the floats. So Kim rebuilt the floats. He's doing the Weeks special and the Weeks solution eventually. And so it's all ready to rock, but of course with the bigger floats and more drag, a little more weight, you know, it takes a little bit bigger engine. So that's what we're doing. So that's what's happening. Hopefully we'll get it flying one day. That's our trailer. They've made the trailer for it. So the whole airplane is going to be sitting on this trailer, and that's how we're going to take it down to the ramp to get it in the water. So anyway, Kermit Weeks over and out.